Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday morning. It's 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and my name is Colleen Light, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can find me on all the social channels under Cards by Coco, and that's my website too. Anyway, today we're going to be working with the He's the Man suite from the annual catalog. Super excited and so glad you can join me this morning. I come to you from a small town in Washington State, so Kalama, Washington. Did I say I was an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator? Sometimes I get to chatting and I forget what I say. Anyway, I just wanted to bounce on and say hello, but let's go ahead and get this card started. Now, today I am using my earbuds because my last couple of videos I've noticed I've been kind of in and out, in and out. So I'm going to try the earbuds, but I want to make sure you can hear me. I think it wasn't that long ago I tried them and somebody said there was no sound. So if somebody can weigh in and let me know if the sound is on, I would appreciate it. I'm going to bring you up here on screen. Um, and we can get this going. So, oh, good morning, Tammy, and thank you. The sound is on. So, oh, look, I have a little bit more room, so I'm going to go ahead and push this back. Last time I was so close, and you can see my green desk in the background. Normally, I cover it up with a little piece of, I'm going to try and even this out too, with a little piece of, that's better. And we'll center this. Kind of like a desk looking topper, but you know, this morning we are going, go, good morning, Joan. This morning we're just going to go with the green background. The He's All That stamp set and the He's the Man suite you can find on page 78 and 79 in our annual catalog. And I'm going to show you the front here. It says my copy and the ordering number. But anyway, April, next month is the last month for this catalog. I can't wait to see the color refresh. I cannot wait to see the new products. I'm just like chomping at the bit. But anyway, the He's the Man 78 and 79 in your annual catalog. So I am one of these people that gets so excited every time a catalog changes over, yet so sad. So He's All That. Let me show you the products I'm using, and then we're going to start this adorable gift card holder. So the He's All That stamp set. Love the sentiments. If you struggle with masculine cards or like outdoorsy cards, this is a great stamp set. It's got the Father's Day sentiment. It's got Every Day with You is Another Adventure, Together for the Long Haul, To the Man Who Has Everything. And then there's even this barbecue. I'll show you some of that. And it comes with these amazing dies. These are super cute. I made a sample card. Stay tuned to the end. I have a sample card with that. We have our flags. You have your circle dies here, which fit these. And I love the scalloped edge here. We have this border die, which would fit any of these. Not border die, tag die. We have one that looks like this, gives a little bit more of a scalloped, fancier edge. And the one that's shaped like an arrow for this one. So you can see that there's a lot that comes with this. Let me show you the paper and the embellishment, and then we're going to start creating. What I really like about this is I love any type of tag, guys. I just love them, and I can, especially if it has a scallop, and so this is so versatile with these little flags, and I just absolutely love it. So here's some of your designer series paper. This is the one we're working with today. This is some of it. Stampin' Up! Normally has one side that's very patterned, and then the other side is a little bit more versatile. So love this Cajun Craze, one of my favorite colors. So absolutely love that. And then the cars. The designer series paper, and these are all in a mess because I took them out because they kept falling out of the sheets of paper, so I took them out. There's more pushed back there. I had bought a double pack, so I look at these torn notebook ones. How fun are those? I actually have this on one of the samples I'm going to show you later. So super excited. Cheers to all your years. I think the last video I read it as cheers to all your beers, which was kind of funny. Oh, hi, Stacy. Oh, from South Florida. How I wish, and good morning, Polly. How I wish I was in South Florida now. You did it. Nice work. So many things. Take a look at your catalog. You know, in the back of your catalog, there is a whole section that shows designer series paper. Let me bring it out once again. And when you look through here, I showed this last time. When you look at the section that shows the designer series paper, oh, I think I just blew past it. It kind of lays everything out for you. And you really get a good look at the designer series paper. I'm probably going to make you dizzy doing it the way I'm doing it. Anyway, thumb through your catalog, take a look. Oh, like this here. Stampin' Up! Does a great job of showing you, like here's the man one, both sides. And you can see here, this is what I'm talking. Those die cuts come on 2 sheets of your designer series paper in your designer series packet. So just always look there if you really want to see both sides. Okay, let's get to creating. So I have to, in full disclosure, I made a card yesterday. And I thought, oh, this is the card I'm going to do. It was a fun fold. I hated it. I just absolutely could not stand it. So I'm not even going to show you the one I made yesterday. And I switched gears today and we're going to go with a very simple gift card holder. So you could do it both ways. You could make your gift card holder this way, depending on your pattern. But I did not have as much of this camping one done. Oh, maybe I do. Let's see. We might actually switch gears and make it this way. Oh, one of my little beads just fell off. Let me fix that there. Anyway, this is a really fun gift card holder that comes together in a flash. So let's go ahead and get started here. If you are familiar with my blog, you know I'll have everything posted by the end of the day. If you're not a blog person, here are your cutting measurements. Go ahead and grab a quick screenshot before I move them out of my way and we start creating. But I like to have it for you immediately, and then I'll do the video tutorial I'll upload later on along with the blog post. So, okay, so 2, 3, or 3, 2, 1. Oh, I can't even count this morning. 3, 2, 1, and I'll take it away. Oh my gosh, I don't know how that bodes as far as making a card if you can't even count backwards from 3. So we're going to measure this. Our card base is soft succulent. And we're going to measure this at 5 1/4. Oh, I tell you, sometimes I just crack myself up. 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. And sorry, the way it printed out, it didn't flow very well. Sometimes, things print out great and other times not so. So anyway, by 3 3/4. There we go. Let me see if I have that right. I'm going to measure it on the back because it doesn't look right to me, but maybe it is. Nope, I cut it too short. Okay, so let's go ahead and try again. 5 1/4 by 3 and yeah, it says 3 3/4. Let's give this one a whirl. I think I cut it too short. Yep, that one's perfect. Okay, so then we want our gift card base, and we're going to use basic white for that. So let me grab a piece of that, and I'm just going to grab a piece of this basic white. I'm not using thick basic white or anything. This is just standard basic white, and we want this at 7 1/2. So the nice thing about the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer is that it has this expandable arm and it goes up to 17 inches. So that if you are a scrapbooker, if you enjoy anything along those lines, this is the paper trimmer for you. I just love that this arm comes out and we can measure at 7 1/2 inches. And we're going to cut again at 4. Let me see, I'm reading my own instructions at 4 3/4. So whatever you print off is exactly what I'm following right now. Oh, good morning, Jan. Thanks for popping in this morning. Okay, So here we go. We're making a fun gift card holder. I'm going to put down our expandable arm and we're going to score this at 1 inch here. I'm going to move my cutting blade to the top and we're going to score this at 1 inch by, not by, and 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Let's do that. Just so easy. Okay, so this is the start. We're going to do all of our cutting now. We also need another piece of soft succulent. Let me see if let me see if my mistake one will work. And it will. Yay. So we're going to cut that at 3 inches by 4 1/2. Or I should say, and 4 1/2. There we go. So we've got another piece of cardstock cut. And we want to use a piece of this great He's the Man 12 by 12 designer series paper. So when you get it, it comes in 12 by 12. But you can see mine is very well loved. And I liked it so much I actually bought 2 packs. So this is what I have left out of the 2 packages. So not a lot. Okay, so, and we want to cut this piece here, the top panel, at 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. I'm using a directional piece, so I want to make sure that I'm cutting my 2 3/4 so it fits on this. Oh, but you know what? We decided to change the layout. So I want to actually switch it from the other one. This one opens this way. I think we're going to do it this way this time. So I actually want to switch it. So I want the 4 1/4 inch going this way. Okay, so let's cut 4 1/4. Sometimes you have to make your brain switch its thought pattern, and then I have to do a double take. So by 2 3/4 inch. So there we go there. Perfect. Yep. So the orientation this time will go like that. Perfect. Now, I need a coordinating piece of our designer series paper cut at 1 inch by 4 3/4. So we already know. Let me see. That is not it. Let me see here. Let me grab a different piece. I know I switched it up last time, but I'm going to go ahead and use up this little scrap I have here. I am going to go ahead because I'm going to turn it around and do the back side of this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 1 inch. I think I'm going to pop it this on the side of the trimmer. It'll make it easier for me to hold on to. So 1 inch by 4 3/4, or I should say and I just can't seem to say that right. And we're going to use the opposite side here. So there we go. Let's do some stamping and then we're going to put everything together. This goes together so quickly. So, I think you might know that I do a lot of craft shows. So for me, I love to make gift card holders. I love to have a wide variety of gift card holders available. So for me, this is fun to do. And they're so popular. If you do any craft shows, gift card holders are really a popular item to have on hand. So I grabbed them with every day with you is another adventure. And if you knew my husband, you'd know there was never a truer statement. I tell you, you just never know what he's going to come up with. So I'm going to use the coordinating early espresso um, ink here. Our designer series packs always come with the coordinating ink colors, which makes it so easy to match. Okay, I'm going to stamp off once. I'm not using my Stamp and Pierce mat, because I'm using a red rubber stamp. And as soon as I stamp this, I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So just up and down. Oh, that didn't really pick up all the ink I wanted. Let's do that one again. So what I mean by the red rubber is that it comes with a cushion already, for lack of a better term, built into the stamp. Much better. Okay. So where our photopolymer does not have the cushion built in. You can see right here on this stamp that there's a cushion built in. So you don't need the stamp and pierce mat when you are using the red rubber cling stamps. So they're called cling stamps. Stampin' Up! Is doing a little bit more offering where you get to actually choose whether you prefer the photopolymer or whether you prefer the cling. So if you're new to stamping and you don't know what photopolymer is, let me just show you. This is the Silly Goose stamp set, and this is what photopolymer looks like. So you see that does not come with a cushion, so you'd want to put a mat underneath of it. If you don't have the mat, use a magazine or your catalog. And this is the cling stamp. Okay, so now let's back to the card at hand. I wanted to do a little coloring on this. So I brought out my coordinating, well, I didn't bring out the soft succulent. I like Pool Party. And I think Pool Party matches, actually, I did the Pool Party on this and I liked it. It was a little brighter than that soft succulent. So I just brought out my Pool Party stamp and blend and I went around like this. Now, if you are a matchy-matchy person, which normally I am, and that's just going to drive you crazy, grab your soft succulent marker or whatever other color you might want to coordinate with. I just really like Pool Party, and any card I can incorporate it into, I probably will. So, speaking of colors, and one of my favorite colors, which is actually Pool Party, with the new catalog is coming the color refresh. So, if you're watching and you have a favorite color, go ahead and let me know what your favorite color is and which one you are going to hate to potentially see go. None of us know. I'm sure somebody knows the color refresh, right? The catalog's going to be coming out. I don't know what colors are coming and going yet, though. And I have to tell you, I do have a least favorite color, but I don't want to offend anybody, so I haven't said what it is. But but I think we should share the positive stuff, like, what's your favorite color? Okay, let me bring in our, I like to create my cards start to finish with you. So I do most of my work here online with you. I like for you to see it real time and to how the process works and whatnot. So I took the scalloped edge one, and I am going to go ahead and just press it down here. And I'm going to use the end of one of these sticky notes to hold that in place to make sure. And let me see here if I can find my silicone mat. It tends to, when I'm working here online, I like to put the silicone mat underneath because it tends to hold this in place a little bit better for me. So I'm going to do my sandwich here. And then you can see that silicone mat, if you're working on paper, just really holds this mini in place. It's just a nice rubber mat there. So it's the one I use. You've seen me use it probably a bunch. It's the one I tend to use when, I'm gluing things because adhesive doesn't stick to it. You can wipe the adhesive off. In fact, let me show you. Just right there, I had a little bit, and I could take that right off. Okay, so let's put our card together. I'm going to start by adhering these 2 layers. So easy. And then we're going to put together, I have a little tear and tape. We're going to put together the gift card component, and so much fun. Easy to create, easy to make. Just a really fun gift card layout. I saw it from another demonstrator. I want to say it was from Kim Quaid, but I can't actually remember who demoed it initially because it was a while ago. Okay, so here's our score lines. I always fold back and then forward. And it gives it a nice good crease there. I'm going to fold it back a little bit and then forward and give a nice good crease here. Okay, I'm going to take this little piece before. This one has a little bit of a rough edge down there. That's okay. We're just going to put it on the bottom, and we're going to adhere that like that. So let's put a little glue there. Oh, thought I had the lid on. Try to just unscrew the entire thing, I guess. Let's put a little glue there, and let's go ahead and pop this on, lining up at the edges. and lining up at the top. It's okay if it doesn't cover everything. Remember, people are going to be so much more interested in whatever you put in this fold that they get to go pick out something that they love and want. And gift cards, I have kind of swung to that for the grandkids. Always attached to a little gift, but our grandchildren, they're getting older. One of them's a teenager now. Um, so it makes it a little bit more challenging to always get what they really want. My daughter's pretty good. My daughter and husband are pretty good. They're the ones with the grandchildren. Pretty good at giving us usually a pretty accurate list. But if it's a just for or, you know, putting a little something aside, normally I'll do a gift card. All right. So tear and tape just on the corners there. Remember, it's a fun fold. People love, love, love with your fun folds to open and close them. So that's a nice thing with the tear and tape. It's a nice strong adhesive. Okay, so when I put this one down here on our card base, I want to make sure I open it and look at it and have it facing the right direction. Let's go ahead and pop that there. Making sure your borders are as even as you can get them. I have a little bit of adhesive here. Hang on, let's wipe it off on my jeans. Anyway, let's do that. Now, let's do my standard trick, which is to grab a big block. And while I create the rest of the card, I'm just going to set this big block there and make sure that is set in place. Okay, so this I'm just going to center right here. I love that van. Love, love, love it. And I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And let's just put some dimensionals on this. So you could see if you were involved in, making many gift cards, how easy this is to use up your scraps of designer series paper, which we should all be doing so we can all buy all the wonderful things coming out in the new catalog. All right, let's center this. I want to center it, but I also want some of those campers showing. For those of you who don't know, one of my favorite things to do is to go camping. Love it. So rustic metallic adhesive back dots. These come in your suite. I'm going to take one of these here and I'm going to pop that right in the center. Maybe it'll stay behind. Let's try it again. There we go. Oops, little off center. Let's move that over. Okay, and let's take another. They're just jumping all over. I think I'm going to pop this one right on that star there. Maybe. Let me grab my take your pick tool. I set it off to the side somewhere. It's probably right in front of me and I just can't see it. Oh, it is. Okay, let's just use the putty end here. I'm going to put that one there and that one there. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm going to put it right there. Yep, so the putty end of your take your pick tool, you can see the difference and how much easier that made picking that up for me. Okay, I'm going to bring my card back in, or my gift card holder. And now we're going to put this here. So very easy to make. So I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Next week, my order came in. Yay! So next week, I am going to be working with my new Easter set, and we're going to be making some Easter cards. So we're having Easter dinner here at our house this year, so that's fun. So here's this. On this card, I put the little van there. And I think I'm going to grab the van and see if I can't make it work again just because it's so cute. Let me see here if I can do that. Let me grab my gift card holder. Love Cabela's. So always have a bunch of those. I think I'm going to put the van down just with maybe a piece of tear and tape right across that so it stays adhered to this base. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. It looks nice and grounded like that. Okay, let's do that. Let's grab that tear and tape again. You could use your tape runner. I don't have mine out right now. You could use your tape runner. You could use glue if you wanted to just press it down. I just happen to have this tear and tape out. It's a good strong adhesive, so that's what I am going to use. All right, let's do like this. No, maybe press that down a little bit more. Go like this and go like this. And if I miss saying good morning to anybody, I'm sorry. Let's put these wheels right down here. So I said that old song, The Wheels on the Bus. Remember, we used to all sing that to our kids. The wheels on the bus go round and round. It just popped into my head. So how cute is that? This is what our gift card holder looks like. We have our nice little theme here. Every day with you is another adventure. You open it up, you have your little van. Here you go. You have room for a sentiment. You have room to write a note on this. It would be a little bit more difficult because you have this is up on embellishments. I would probably write mine on a separate piece of paper and just adhere it there. Or you could write your note here behind your gift card holder and sign it. So anyway, that's today's project. This is the one in the different orientation. And let me show you the samples I've made. This is a fun one I made a while ago. This is that I never actually have put the pictures in and put it in the book. This is the Father's Day scrapbook layout I made, and we're so close to June again. I think I'm going to wait, and when the kids come over, I think I'm going to have them sign and use this for this year. It's always nice to have something in advance. So that is the scrapbook layout I made. This is the one I made earlier in the week on my YouTube video. I go on YouTube live every Monday at 3 p.m. This is not adhered yet. I normally wait to adhere things until I've signed it. This is the Holy Smokes, You're Amazing. And you can see I use those fun dies there. And then another one of the cutouts. And this is what that oval die looks like. I made this one was straight case out of the catalog, to the man who does everything. And this is another one I made and blogged, I think, a while ago. So this set is super fun, really versatile, very outdoorsy. It's got your masculine component, but I have to tell you, we're a family of avid campers, and anybody in my family would love to get this as a gift card holder. So thank you so very much for joining me today. And I will see you Monday at 3 p.m., hopefully over on YouTube. If you have any questions about the dimensions, I will have it all blogged by the end of the day. And please feel free to reach out to me if you need one of the new catalogs, or if you have any questions about anything I did today. I'm always happy to talk all things crafty. Have a great day.